Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerds and Nerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. Big week this week. We are a couple days post the Game Awards, so we'll be talking about that and a bunch of other stuff that's happening this week. But before we do that, if you are new to the podcast, please make sure that you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast app of choice. Or more importantly, in addition to, actually, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, trying to get our video up there. So if you're listening to us on audio, just head over to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe and show us support any way you can in that way. Before we get into the news of the week, what's up, guys? What are some nerdy things you guys have been up to?
Going on. I could go first. My nerdy
Okay.
things aren't too exciting. They're literally the same exact things from last week.
God.
I
Okay.
should be done Game of Thrones by next week. I'm a couple episodes into season 8. Playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Still playing Ninja Gaiden 4. Been playing Arc Raiders, and Arc Raiders is probably like, I don't know. No game has ever gave me this feeling of like suspense and like your heart is beating fast to this game because you're looking out for the PvE, the arcs that are trying to get you, and then the other players. It's like you're looking out for them too. And then the also added factor of if you run into a player, are they going to be friendly or not? So it's a really exciting like gaming experience. Like this is there's not another game like Arc Raiders that it's very intense jumping into it. Like I just played a match where I ran through the map and I was like, I'm just going to pick up what I can and just get out real quick because I've never extracted successfully from the game, right? So I get to the extraction point, calling the elevator, waiting for it. I get to in the elevator and then you got to press the computer to actually extract. I press the computer and a guy runs in there and just guns me down. And it's like, yo, bro, we could have just both made it out, but you just gunned me down. You're not even going to be able to take none of my loot. I just activated the computer. Thankfully, like, you get a couple seconds, like, if you're in there to, like, somehow I returned safely. So it was a successful extraction. But this dude tried to kill me. Oh, yeah, because after he kills you, they have to, like, knock you out after that. So if you're downed inside the extraction point, you can still get out. So I got out, but it made me like sit there and put the controller down for a second because I was so mad. Like, yo, this guy killed me. We could have just both extracted together, but that's the game. That's part of the game. So, yeah, those are my nerdy things. And of course, watching the Game Awards, I watched part of it live, and then I watched like the second half the next day. I absolutely enjoyed the Game Awards. I thought it was a really good, either a 9 or a 10 for me on a scale of 1 to 10.
Interesting. Okay. Nice.
In terms of like the world premieres, the Game Awards was the awards. I mean, we kind of predicted what was going to happen.
Yeah, definitely did. Cool. James, you want to go next?
Yeah. So I finished MHA. That's completely done. So shout out to MHA. It was a dope series. Got Yakuza, keeping up with. I watched some more Windbreaker. I'm not fully caught up, and some more G Gundam too. And One Piece as well. And also, I started this new anime, Let's Play. I pulled the Blerd card that you guys had made up. Hopefully,
It doesn't look like
watched
Jaja did his Blerd homework. So
hopefully
it's
somebody
like,
did.
So, okay, wait. So real quick, James pulled, well, we'll call it blurred consumption because that's what you called it, right? We'll call it that. He pulled it outside of the podcast, which I don't know if that should be allowed 100%, but whatever. It's fine.
Agree with you, Shannon.
Well, I'm pulling it now.
So he pulled blurred consumption outside of the pod, like in our group chat.
I was about to say, Shannon, you might have to throw an image up of the card. And
No, I am.
Yeah.
So
he pulled it outside of the podcast. Whatever.
it gets officially activated on the show. So now the deadline is on for next week.
I look forward to next week if you guys are even going to be here because I know how y'all do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But no, I've been watching Let's Play. Super fire. So the premise is there's a girl, she's a game developer, and then she gets review bombed by a popular streamer or YouTuber. So then it's going through like, all right, what is it like for a game developer to kind of get review bombed? Like, because her game was seemingly doing well at first, and then this guy played it, and then his fan base went and trashed it on the gaming site that they post their indie games. So then now they're dealing with the fallout. And some other stuff happens too. But yeah, it's super dope. It's adult characters too for anyone that's been looking for adult characters in anime. And it's slice of life. It's pretty funny too. There's some romance elements in it. But yeah, I think it's a really good watch. I think you guys should definitely check it out. I think you'll for sure enjoy it. It's 12 episodes. It's not all out yet. I think the dub is up to 9, and the sub is I want to say 10 or 11. So it still has some time to go. So I'll still be watching this next week because I'm looking forward to finish it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that all you did?
Nah, gaming wise, I've been playing Control on my PS Portal, only on Portal because I like the Portal is tough. If you guys don't have a Portal and the highest tier subscription to stream your games, you're missing out. But yeah, Portal's
Are
tough.
they?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel
You
like I am
specifically,
not.
Shannon. Yeah, you
Okay.
specifically. Well, I didn't get into Marvel Cosmic Invaders. Manga wise, One Piece and Chainsaw Man still. I did get a new comic from the comic store, Spider-Man, number
Nice.
41.
That's a dope cover.
Yep, this was the default cover too. I didn't even get a variant or anything. Oh, I watched the first 2 Hunger Games movies. So I'm up to Catching
Nice.
Fire. I want to say 2 more left to watch.
Okay. So how do you feel like the movies compare to the books?
I think they adapted it well. There's not anything like obviously missing or any crazy additions that
Mm-hmm.
like, wait, when did this happen kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I think they adapted it well. And my final and everything here, I went last night to see John Cena's final match in Washington, D.C.
I
So
saw.
yeah. Growing up, John Cena was one of my favorite wrestlers. I'd actually never been to a live wrestling event, so that
Oh,
was my
really?
first one. So
They're
it's super
super
dope.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, DC is quick trip up for me. It was like 40 minutes on the metro. But yeah, no, I had a good time. I went there solo. I met a whole lot of wrestling fans in there. A lot of people went there solo, but now wrestling is super fun to go to if you're into wrestling. Even if you're not like if you're pretty removed, there's still going to be people that you recognize. So
Yeah.
like seeing older wrestlers in the crowd that I remember. So like Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, they were just in the crowd. I mean,
Nice.
not sitting next to me, of course, but I mean they're like down the
Are you
floor. So
sure? James, you probably
I
sit
mean
in
they're
ringside.
decently close.
Yeah.
It the picture I took of them in the crowd was pretty clear on camera. So yeah, I mean they're like on the floor. I was a couple levels up. I didn't want to be on the floor because you'd be like looking at people's ankles all night because like the ring is
Yeah.
elevated. So
Yeah, exactly. It's not a great
yeah,
spot.
I don't see why people like the floor seating other than the fact of like you're closer to the action. But yeah, like you're looking at people's boots all night. So
Yeah. Unless,
I wanted to be a little bit
when people
elevated.
like get out the ring to like get the stuff from underneath the stage, that's cool. I guess if you're like sitting there for that, but like, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all my nerdy things.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, going to live wrestling is like really cool. I've been to like a couple of live shows. It's fun. I enjoy going live more than watching it on TV. Cool. So I'll go next. Oh, and did you say you watched the Game Awards? Did you watch it? In
Oh yeah, I
full?
did. Yeah, I watched
Okay,
the Game
okay.
Wars.
That's
Hold
important.
on. Who won? Who won Cena's match? I mean,
Not seen him. Oh man, the spoiler alert. Good gracious. Everyone's up in arms. So he went against a guy named Gunther. I don't know if Gunther even has any fans. I don't know a single Gunther fan. And not to make Gunther out to be the bad guy, because I mean they're of course positioning him to be the heel, but I don't know what kind of operation Triple H is running now. But so Cena ended up for his final match tapping out. Like the guy who's one of his tenets was never giving up, he ended up tapping out in his last match. Absolute nonsense.
Really?
No one
Oh
was pleased with the outcome of that match. Yeah.
my God. So he didn't win? I could have sworn that they would have made like that is so
Yeah.
crazy.
I had a feeling he was gonna lose. I watched the interview he did on First Take, and it was like kind of like a passing the torch interview, like how he came into the game or somebody's last match he was talking about. And it just had a vibe that he was gonna be losing to the guy that he was fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
kind of
wouldn't have
crazy.
been mad if he lost and it was like pass the torch moment because it was like, okay, he lost and he's passing the torch. But it was like, if it was to somebody that everyone enjoys watching, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think people truly enjoy watching this guy. Not that I'm a Gunther hater or anything like that, but like people don't really talk about him as far as like one of the next up and coming wrestlers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was kind of an L
Poorly
send off.
planned match. That seems really that seems kind of crazy.
Yeah. And he didn't
Actually.
even get on the mic. Like I thought he'd have got on the mic and be like, hey, thanks for supporting me these past 20 years or so. He got no mic time. He just came out,
Really?
wrestled, lost, and left.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. That was not a good send off.
Who's producing over there? That's weird.
Triple H.
That's the
Yeah.
official Blerds and Nerds review right there. I'm co-signing that.
Yeah. Good thing you asked, because I just assumed that he won. I did not see I haven't seen anyone talking about how he lost a match. All I saw on my social media is like, oh, thanks, John Cena. Like, I'm so sad you're leaving. I'm like, what? So from people's reactions, I would have never thought that was the outcome of the match. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's because there's literally nothing else about that match to talk about. Like it was a boring match
Jeez.
too, honestly.
That's very interesting. Wow. Okay.
Very.
I would have felt a little cheated actually. But yeah. Cool. Cool nonetheless though that you got to see it. Yeah. Okay, so for my nerdy things, I of course watched the Game Awards. This is the first time that I've watched the Game Awards in full. in years. Like, it's been years since I've actually like sat down and watched it live on Thursday
I wonder
night while it
why.
was on. Huh?
I wonder why.
I watched it on Amazon Prime. I tried to watch it on YouTube because I wanted to be a part of the community with the live comments, but then I quickly realized how toxic people are, so I was like, nah, I'm good. So I went back to Amazon. I went back to Amazon.
That was gonna be my question. Which one you watch it on? I watch it
Yeah.
on YouTube. I like that stuff.
No, the comment section was not the vibe for me at all. So I'm like, I am going back to Amazon. Nope, I'm sorry. And also on it sounded better on Amazon Prime. Like, I don't know what happened with the mixing on YouTube, but it did not sound the same. So yeah, I watched it there. Had a great time. So we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. It was great. I feel like it was dragging a little bit. It was a little long, honestly, watching it all like in one sitting, but it was good. We'll talk about it. I have also been heavily reading Blue Box. So I know last week I said that I got Sign of Affection Volume 12. I haven't started yet. I've been reading Blue Box. I'm trying to finish that first. Then I'm going to finish all my other stuff. And Blue Box is really good. James, you should watch Blue Box. I think you would like it.
It was actually on my list. I forgot where it's. Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Blue Box
Actually,
is like
no, I'm not watching it until you watch what I suggested.
First of all, I like how you just assumed that I didn't watch it because I did watch it. I watched there are 11 episodes out in the sub, and I watched all 11 episodes. Look at that. So I'm further than you, James. Just saying.
Okay.
Because you're watching it.
I guess I'll watch Blue Box.
You're watching it dub, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was gonna be my next thing. I watched Let's Play, like James suggested.
Wouldn't steer you wrong.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, this would be called the trap card. She just pulled on me, bro.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So after James told us to watch it, after you gave the explanation in the group chat, I was like, oh, this sounds good. So I watched it. And I was like, oh, it's really good. So I watched all of it. Yeah. The concept is cool. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. So there's one more episode. I think if you're watching it subbed, episode 12 will be out on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Subs have a couple more episodes to go. This is the first subbed anime I've watched in a while. I've been watching mainly dubbed animes, like the last couple things I've been watching, so it was nice to return to sub. It's based on a webtoon, not based on a manga, and I was trying to figure out, like, in the beginning, like, where it takes place. It's in America, and I was like, oh, they're in America.
Yes,
they're not
it's in
Yeah, it's in LA. And I was like, oh, it's not Japan, so that's cool. But yeah, it's really good. Jaja, I think you would like it. You should definitely check it out. Just because the concept is very, like, relatable to things you see now, like in the video game community. But yes, so I did my homework, so now I can pull a blurred consumption card. Well, Jaja, you don't have to do this. Well, no, you just have a backlog of things that you have to do. But I'm pulling a blurred consumption card for Blue Box. Gotta watch Blue Box. 3 episodes. James,
That's
looking
nothing.
at you. Since you pulled, you'll probably watch all of it. It's one season. There are 24 episodes in the season though, so it's one of the longer ones, but it's very good. So looking forward to that. What else? I was planning to get onto Expedition 33 again, since we'll talk about it, but they announced new DLC or like new content in the game, but I haven't got a chance to do that, so I'm gonna do that today and check out the new stuff. But besides that, I haven't really been playing anything. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, that was all my nerdy things for this week.
I'm gonna say I'm 1000% gonna run through Expedition 33 again from the beginning.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too. That but really quick, just because I think if we're pulling like blurred cards, we should explain what shows are about. So I'm just going to explain to the audience what Blue Box is about if you haven't seen it. Blue Box is a sports anime. It's like a sports/romance slice of life anime. So the main character, Taiki, he's on the badminton team, and his love interest is Chinatsu, who's on the basketball team. So a bunch of stuff happens from there. It's pretty good. It's really good. I don't typically like sports animes. Well, I don't like sports animes that are just about sports and nothing else. So this was a good balance for me. So I enjoy it a lot. And now I'm reading through the manga. The manga has like 222 chapters. I don't know if it's done or if it's still ongoing, but I'm on chapter like 160 something. So I'm almost caught up. But yeah, it's really, really good. Check it out if you have never watched it and that's your jam, then yeah, I definitely recommend it. Cool. And yes, it's on Netflix. All right, let's get into some video game news. So the biggest news of the week, really the only news of the week this week, is the Game Awards. The Game Awards came out. They came out on Thursday. It streamed for the first time on Amazon Prime. We talked about this a few weeks back or a couple months back, whenever it was announced that it was going to stream on Amazon. So in addition to like watching it on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you normally watch it on, you could watch it on an actual like an official. Yeah, well, YouTube's those are both official like streaming, but like a big name like platform. This is the first time that they've done that, and I enjoyed watching it on Amazon Prime. Like I said, I removed myself from the toxicity of watching it on YouTube, and I enjoyed it. It was great. What did you guys think? Besides, like taking out the winners of like the awards and stuff, what did you guys think of the games this year that were showcased? Anything exciting?
Probably want to play about 90% of them.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Nice. Even that puzzle game that took 10 years to come out. I don't know. That was very underwhelming. Okay. Cool. So like, but like, okay, 90%, but like, what was your favorite thing?
Um, a lot of them.
A lot of them were your favorite thing?
A lot of
Okay.
them were crazy. They're
A
bringing
lot
back
of-
Star Wars Knights of the Over. Like
I
we can
know.
get
That
into
was
the actual games, so you can see how
yeah.
excited I am about each one. But
Okay.
I'm definitely pumped for a lot of these premieres.
Okay, so we'll go through it. We'll go through it. But James, did anything stand out to you, like in particular?
Yeah, so the announcement I got the most excited for was actually Deadpool for Marvel Rivals season 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean I still like Marvel Rivals.
someone playing Control right now? You're not excited for the new Control game where you're playing as her brother?
No, I'm excited for that, but Deadpool was way more exciting for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because James is big into Marvel Rivals, so that makes sense. I thought about you, James, when they announced that. So I was like, oh, this is probably good news
Yeah,
for.
I was hyped in here.
Yeah, a lot of big announcements. I wouldn't say that I'm particularly super excited for any particular thing in here. There were things that look cool, but like I don't think for me personally, I don't think there was anything like, oh, I'm definitely gonna play that day one when it comes out, unfortunately. What is that look that you're giving me?
Well, what's it?
Okay, so let's go through some of the biggest things. Like you said, Jaja, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic was a big announcement. Everyone got super excited about that.
Did you play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic?
No, I've never
James, have
played. The
you
only
played
Star
it?
Wars game I've ever played is what's that one with that guy in it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The game is like $5 or $10. I highly recommend you play this game. It's one of the best Star Wars games, if not one of the best RPGs ever made. The story is
Okay.
absolutely incredible. The plot twist is
Mm,
there's a little twist in the game that
okay.
well, you might predict it or you might not, but it's still a fun, like crazy twist. The story is really good.
Okay. Yeah, the only Star Wars game that I've ever played, admittedly, is was that Jedi Fallen Order? That one? I've played that one. That's the only one I played. But no, I know that Knights of the Old Republic is a good game. So, how old is that game now? Like, is that pretty
It
old?
might be 20 years old. I'm not sure.
God. Okay, well, I don't know about that. I'll dip my toe
They
in
were
and see.
supposed to
But
be remaking it or remastering it, but I guess they decided to just make a sequel. I don't know if this is the same studio.
honestly, that's the way to go. When you're thinking about remastering or making a new one, just make a new one. I think people will enjoy that better.
Similar to what they're doing with Tomb Raider. Like
Yes.
it's not a
Yes.
remaster, it's not a remake, it's like a reimagining. That's what they said.
Reimagining.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did the first game over and then they coming out with a brand new
And a new
game.
game. A double announcement. That was pretty exciting. So 2 years in a row of Tomb Raider content you'll get because the reimagining is coming out next year. And then the brand new game is coming out in 2027. So if you're a Tomb Raider fan, that was pretty good news.
Have you guys played Tomb Raider?
I played Tomb Raider a long time ago.
The first
Yeah.
one on the
I think so. I honestly don't remember. I know that I've played a Tomb Raider game, not in its entirety,
okay.
but yeah, I don't remember which one.
I played the first one when it came out. It was a really big deal. Like I'm
Yeah.
super excited for that.
Yeah. No, that's a big announcement for Tomb Raider fans. I don't know. James, have you played Tomb Raider?
Not in its entirety.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on. I had it on PlayStation 1, I believe, but I was
Mhm.
playing like Crash Bandicoot. I
Yeah.
was playing like 5 or 6. So
Okay, so another like really big announcement was the announcement of Divinity from Larian Studios, the studio that made Baldur's Gate. That trailer was pretty crazy. I was eating when that trailer played and I felt really sick after watching it. I was like, this is making me lose my appetite. But it was an interesting trailer. I have not played Baldur's Gate or any Divinity games in the past, so I don't really know what to expect from this, but people were super, super, super excited about this. So, Jaja, are you excited about this one since you're excited about all of the games?
Yes, I am excited about this one. I haven't really got into a Divinity game, but it's not something I wouldn't try. And this
Yeah,
trailer looked really good.
the trailer was really weird. Another big one for Resident Evil Requiem. Leon is going to be back as a playable character, which people were also very excited about. They're also excited about it's like new gameplay for Resident Evil. It's going to be like a dual, so you get to play as both characters, kind of like in different modes, I guess. So Grace, who's the other character that you get to play as, is like her half of the game is going to be like survival horror, like more traditional survival horror, and then Leon's part is going to be like more action based. So that's pretty cool as well. If you're a Resident Evil fan, you get to look forward to something different. I'll definitely be watching somebody play that. I won't be playing it myself, but it looks cool. And then yeah, Control was announced coming out in 2026. There were not so a lot of things are slated to come out in 2027 that we saw, but then, there are a couple of things coming out next year, so that's exciting. Real quick, I don't know if this is normal because it's been a while since I've actually watched the Game Awards live. Is it normal for the Game Awards just to show cinematic trailers and like no gameplay? Because I know that was like one of the main complaints is that there were like no gameplay trailers for anything.
I mean,
It
at
is.
every showcase, that's the complaint. When you come out with a trailer
Yeah.
that's good CGI, that's yeah.
Yeah. But is that normal for the Game Awards though? It's just all usually
I
cinematic
would
trailers?
say every showcase. So yeah, yes, Game Awards included.
It's usually just reveals like that.
Yeah. It's hard to get excited about stuff because you can get excited about anything with a good cinematic trailer, but it's hard to really truly get excited about something if you don't have any concept of what it's actually going to be, like the gameplay is actually going to look like. You know what I mean? So that was like my thing. Yeah. What else was a big announcement from here?
Before we skip over this Control Resonant game,
Yeah, good.
it looks absolutely insane.
It does. The trailer looked really good.
More telepathic, like flying, and I got to get to Control. I'm gonna probably start Control before this game comes out, and because that game looked amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll start it. I'm looking for my next game. So maybe I'll do that too. I'll attempt to play it on my portal, like James said, since I'm missing out,
Big time.
apparently. If anybody wants to sponsor us and send me a free high-speed router, that'd be nice. Okay, what else? Jaja, go ahead. I'll let you take over. What else? And what other announcements were exciting?
We got some new footage from Super Mario Galaxy. That was cool.
Barely. I mean, yeah. We got like 20 seconds of new footage.
But we got to see Bowser Jr. That looks like it's gonna be funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Catman. Capcom gave us a little teaser of a long-awaited revival to the Mega Man franchise. A lot of people were looking for Mega Man, like, yo, Capcom, you all got Mega Man sitting in the tank and not doing nothing with him. So it looks like they finally decided to bring him out the vault. It's going to be a 2D, not a 2D, but a side-scrolling
A
game
side scroller.
similar to the old Nintendo ones.
People were kind of disappointed. People online were kind of disappointed that it's just another 2D side scroller. I think they were expecting it to be a little bit more.
Really? So I
Yeah.
saw
I've been
a
seeing the
lot of
opposite. I've been
excitement
seeing
over the
people hype.
yeah.
Oh, really? Wait, sorry, James.
Hey,
What'd you say?
what's that? The internet you on, Shannon?
I don't know. I'm on the weird side of the internet, I guess.
Yeah. So nah, but so I know a lot of fans that are people that are fans of just Mega Man, and this is kind of what they wanted. They wanted to go back to like the beginning of like, yeah.
So I'm on a different side of the internet then.
Yeah, I saw a lot of hype for the game also, but I do also want them to do something different with Mega Man, more like Mega Man Legends. I don't know if you ever played that on the PlayStation. Classic RPG. It's
Mm-hmm.
a like ED, like I don't want to say open world, but kind of open world RPG. Like it was fun. So I hope they, just getting started on the Mega Man revival and give us something like that too. But this game does
And
look
Battle
pretty good.
Network.
Well, that Battle Network too. Man, Mega Man is one of those franchises that they could and should be milking.
Mm.
Speaking of milking franchises to death, we got another Lego game coming out that looks absolutely fire. I'm a fan of the Lego games, not every single one, but like this Lego Batman game looks crazy, and I'm interested in it.
Okay. I'm not big into the Lego games at all, so this was like I was like, oh, okay. I guess people are excited about this. But yeah. The trailer was, the reveal was cool. But like I said, it's all cinematic trailers. I'm like, I don't know, but
No,
it looks
we
it
got
looks good.
gameplay.
Did we get gameplay for that mode? Sorry, I'm like, it's all fuddled in my mind now. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Diablo 4 is getting an expansion. I don't know if you guys are
Yep.
Diablo 4 fans, but
I
really
haven't.
good game.
Yeah, I know of. I've never played it. I know of it though. It's like very well known. Yeah.
It's not enough hours in a day to play all these games, but
There's not,
I'm into all these games.
unless that's your career.
And then we got
Yeah.
the Street Fighter movie cast
God. Wait.
came
I would
out
love.
and presented an
Yes.
award.
I would love to know how you guys felt about this.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it because they took
So
shots
did I.
at Mortal Kombat.
They did.
They
They
were
did.
like, they said, "Oh, y'all want more? I think we need more people to present, not just us." And then they were like, "Nah, the Mortal Kombat people don't love y'all the way we do." I thought that was cool.
I forgot who said that, but I feel like he was very unhinged. I feel like
What's
his
this
castmates
guy's
were looking at
name?
him like, what is he saying?
What's his name? Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, I feel like some people were looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying right now? I feel like he just said that. It was not rehearsed.
I'm not a huge Andrew Schultz fan, but I thought that was funny. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't.
Okay, but James, how did you feel about it? How did you guys feel about? Because they showed a trailer too. Did they show a trailer? I don't remember.
Yeah, I showed a
Right?
trailer.
Mhm.
How do you guys feel with the presentation and the trailer? How are you guys feeling about this movie?
I'm going to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's the right amount of ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
if you take it seriously, then you're going to be disappointed. Like if you're
Right.
a diehard Street Fighter fan, you're probably not looking forward to this. But if you're like,
yeah,
all right, let me watch something ridiculous real quick, then this might scratch that itch for you.
I don't think it's gonna be ridiculous. I think the
it
trailer looks
Jaja,
fire.
it 100% is gonna be ridiculous.
They got my guy from what's the guy playing Ryu? Oh my god, the Bruce Lee inspired show that we were watching on Showtime, and now it's on
Warrior.
Warrior. My guy
Yeah.
from Warrior is playing Ryu. I should know his name. Sorry, I don't know your name, but my God, that looks absolutely fire.
So I'm gonna watch it, but I'm more aligned with James there. I'm watching it. I'm not taking it seriously at all. It does look a little bit ridiculous. It does. Guys, 50 Cent looks crazy in this movie.
Wait.
I'm like,
Have you guys watched any Street Fighter movies?
I've seen a lot of animated Street Fighter stuff. Yeah.
Have you seen the live action ones? There's two
No.
of them, at
No,
least that
I
I
have
know
not.
off the top of my head.
Nope.
Those are ridiculous.
This one also is ridiculous.
Those like almost parodies of Street Fighter. But they back in the day, they were pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not gonna be cool.
One of
consider
them
this
was
a parody
cooler
of
than the
Street Fighter,
other.
though.
I'm sorry.
I feel like this is also just a parody of Street Fighter. Everything just looks, because it's like it's hard to translate Street Fighter into, well, it's not hard, but I guess like the character design is hard to translate into live action without it looking a little bit crazy. Somebody online was like, everyone just looks like they're cosplaying Street Fighter characters, and I'm like, yes, I 100% agree with that. So
That's what it is. I agree.
yeah.
And this is gonna be awesome.
But that's why it's a little ridiculous. But I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a good time for Street Fighter fans. But yeah, like definitely don't take it too seriously, because then yes, you'll be mad.
I think it's gonna be
it's in the
way
lane,
better
yeah.
than the Mortal Kombat movies. Put it like that.
Well, maybe. James, what are you saying?
I was going to say, if it's in the lane that I think it's going to be in, I think it'll be a great movie. So have you guys heard of a movie called Shaolin Soccer?
No.
It's like
Fire
So
movie.
if it's like that, then I'm like, okay, this movie's fun. But so Shaolin Soccer is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a ridiculous movie. How this trailer is looking, like Shaolin Soccer is just, I think you should watch it for sure. But it's not to be taken seriously at all, but it's a good watch.
Okay.
I think through the trailer, like the trailer is trying to take itself seriously as a Street Fighter movie. Like it doesn't look like they're trying to make a joke of it. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
No, I don't think that they're trying. I don't think that the movie itself is trying to make a joke of it. But I do think that just the movie itself. I don't want to. I'm not trying to call it a joke, because that's not the right words that I'm trying to use here. Just don't take. I just don't think that like it's meant to be like, I don't know how to say what I'm about to say, but just don't take it too seriously. It's a fun movie. It's fun. That's what I'm saying. So the diehard Street Fighter fans should not be mad that this is happening. It's just that they should just see it as a fun experience. Let me go see some A-list actors portraying my favorite Street Fighter characters and maybe laugh a little bit about how it comes off.
Is into like action movies, action movies are, over the top and a lot of the time ridiculous. So
I do hope that it is better than Mortal Kombat, because the last Mortal Kombat movies were not great. So I am hoping it's at least better than that. Hopefully.
speaking more of movie games, we're getting a Star Wars Galactic Racer. I don't know if y'all played Star Wars Demolition Racer, I think it was called. Came out on the
That's the only
Dreamcast, but
Star Wars
probably the
game I played.
PlayStation. That game was fire. It was a dope racer when it came out back in the day. And it was real janky and clunky, and it was still fire. So this one the trailer looks amazing. We did not get any gameplay for this game. We got,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still super excited for it.
Nice. Nice. All right. What else?
The game that everyone has been waiting for, the PlayStation. Oh, can we talk about the Xbox tax on this as well? The
Okay.
PlayStation exclusive game, Phantom Blade Zero, that's coming out on PC day one. But if Xbox comes out with a game and puts it on PC, it's not exclusive. But if PlayStation does it, it is exclusive.
Who's
Sounds
saying
like
that?
Xbox tax. Anyway,
What corner
but
internet you on?
for me,
Yeah.
I'm on the fanboy war corner of the internet. Like, it's a pretty dangerous corner of the internet.
Yeah, you on the YouTube comments.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. But I'm super excited for this game. It looks absolutely amazing. Even though I feel like the gameplay that we saw like earlier in this game looked crazier than the gameplay in this trailer, but it still looks absolutely fire. What do y'all think? Are y'all gonna get this game?
No. Well, maybe, I don't know. I've never played Phantom Blade, or I'm not familiar with it or anything, so I don't really care. Probably not.
I think I'll
Me.
check this one out.
Good.
It's like
James will
action. I think you like it, Shannon. You played. It's like a faster Elden Ring, pretty much.
maybe. I did say that I was going to play more games in 2026, so maybe I'll add this one to my list.
So
Budget permitting,
this one is
because
highly,
games are
highly,
expensive.
highly
Games are
anticipated.
expensive.
It's gonna sell off the charts. Um, this game, Pragmata, I'm not too excited for. It looks interesting, but I'm not like
It
super
does.
excited for it.
Yeah, we've been seeing, different trailers for this one, so it does look interesting. But that's like I'll have to see when it comes out what the internet's saying.
So I'm trying to speed through some of this stuff because it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot. Yeah.
The guy that used to be a part of the Yakuza series, Like a Dragon, is making his spinoff, Gang of a Dragon. It looks
Yeah.
absolutely crazy. It's like a
I
more
thought it was a
serious
Yakuza
version.
game. As we were
Same.
going through the trailer, I was like, oh, another Yakuza game, and then it wasn't. I was like, oh, but it still looks interesting.
And this game, High Garden, it looks like a PvP game. It kind of
High Guard.
reminds me of Overwatch a little bit, like but it looks pretty cool.
So they
Another
saved
one
this
of
game. They saved this game for last, and for saving it for last, they built it up like a big reveal. I don't think it lived up to the hype of saving it for last as a big reveal. I don't know. How do
I
you guys
agree.
feel about that?
I
Yeah.
was because I don't know. I was looking more for like a known franchise. Like in my head, I'm waiting for the new Halo announcement in the back of my mind every showcase.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something. Fable, I was looking for.
Yeah. I think that Divinity would have been proper as a last announcement because people were really excited about that. Like, and a lot of people have been saying that was the biggest announcement that came out of it, so they should have saved that for last. But yeah, it was kind of underwhelming. I was just like, okay,
The
time to
game,
go to bed now.
I mean, the game looks pretty fun. Like, and it looks different enough from Overwatch, from Marvel Rivals that like I would give this game a shot. Like, it looks pretty cool. What do you think, James? Is you play games like in this?
Yeah, I'd check it out. I don't know about last reveal. Like it did not live up to the hype that they were
Okay.
drumming up for all night.
Yeah,
Got it.
absolutely not.
Okay. A lot of people online are saying that. I agree.
This game, No Law, looks interesting. That they're kind of saying is like it looks like it reminded them of Cyberpunk, which I agree with. This was also just a cinematic trailer, but that one caught my attention.
Mm-hmm. The Total War Warhammer 40,000 announcement, that looks pretty cool. Some galactic real-time strategy game with Warhammer. It looks fantastic. They brought out our boy from Stranger Things and Thunderbolts.
Mhm.
The dad, I forget his name.
Yeah.
No, I'm bad.
David Harbour.
Yes.
David Harbour.
So he
Yeah.
came out and announced that. It was pretty cool. I liked his monologue. He's looked like he's a huge Warhammer fan. I did not know that. And then one of my favorite stories, the Invincible new character that they announced. We got Tiara Whack playing Elemental.
Nice.
So I don't know if this character's been on the show yet, but apparently she's canon.
I don't think she has.
So, but
Familiar
she
to me.
might be in a new season because I'm hearing that she
Yeah.
is canon to the show. I'm a huge Tierra Whack fan. She does not get a lot of love in the rap community. She's like kind of like I don't know if they consider her alternative or whatever, but I got her on my playlist. I love Tierra Whack, and I love to see her getting some shine. So shout out to
Mm-hmm.
her.
Nice. Okay, there's a lot of games here, so let's just like go through what else just was exciting. We don't have to go through like everything. Y'all know what was announced. You guys watched the Game Awards.
Yeah,
Anything else
double O
that like
Seven. Lenny
double?
Kravitz.
Yes, Lenny Kravitz came out. That was pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna play this game, but it was cool.
I think I'll play it.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. So James will test that one out for us and report back. Is that coming out next year? I think it is. Or no?
Yep, March 27th.
Oh yeah. Right at the top of the year. Great.
I only
Okay,
got
cool.
really two more games that I want to highlight. Lords of the Fallen 2 looks
Mm-hmm.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And then they got this new platformer game coming out where you're like building, like it's like you're creating a platformer game in it. Like you get these powers to like move the stage around and do all these weird things. It's
Mm-hmm.
called Bradley the Badger. It looks pretty interesting.
I'm gonna play the game about the dog. The Shepherd game. That's the first game they started with. I'll be playing that. Seems like a nice cozy game. Oh, this game's not coming out until 2027. That is so crazy. Anyway,
What's
whatever.
the one game you want to play? Ain't coming out no time.
It's not the one game I want to play. I want to play a couple of games. Some people were disappointed. No presentation by Square Enix about like Final Fantasy or anything like that. I wasn't expecting to see them announce anything because we all know how Square Enix is. So, but I think people were disappointed about that. I don't know if there was anything else people were disappointed that they didn't see. I don't know if you guys have been seeing anything online about disappointments or lack of.
No, I mean, how much more could we put in the show? You know?
I don't know. Yeah,
I was
it's true.
glad that I didn't watch the second half until later because I was able to fast forward through a couple things that made it feel long, like you said, like that
Yeah,
Evanescence.
it was.
I didn't watch the Evanescence performance, and I skipped Miss Piggy's performance.
But Evanescence, I did skip Miss Piggy because like I had paused it, so like I was behind a little bit, so I was like skip, 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 skip. I did watch the Evanescence performance, so it was cool. Also, in the beginning, when they opened the show, the Expedition 33 performance was really good.
That's what I laughed.
The game of the year like presentation, the orchestra performance was amazing because everyone's talking about Flute Guy, who has made his return again. He was the best part of the whole thing. I don't know if you guys were like paying attention to it, but it was so funny because like they kept like cutting to him and then he had a different instrument, like a different like crazy made up instrument every time they cut back to him. I enjoyed that immensely. It was really funny. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that at all. Did you? No?
I skipped through the orchestra, so
You
I'm
skipped
kind
through the
of
orchestra?
yeah. I was at that
Why?
point. I was like, I was at that point where I was ready to get, be done with the show. So
Did
maybe
you
I'll go
watch
back
the
and watch
orchestra,
that.
James?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay. Yes, go back and watch it. It was so cool. Flute Guy's amazing. He was killing it. He was carrying the whole orchestra, carrying the whole orchestra on his back. He was so full of life, and he literally played like 5 different instruments in that whole thing. Like he put one down, picked another one up. It was so crazy, and the instruments were were crazy. Every time they cut back to him, he was playing something crazier that I've never ever seen before in my life. So it was really good. It was funny.
I did think it was kind of like the way they were announcing the awards. It felt like the Game Awards was like the secondary thing that
They were
like no
flying through
like
some of those awards, like just back to back to back, like
Yeah.
yeah.
speed
Well, no, a
rounding
lot of
awards.
the yeah, like the smaller awards, they kind of like the ones that didn't have like a thing on screen. Like first of all, they announced a lot of the awards, like some of the awards, like the lesser ones in the pre-show, which was interesting. And then like yeah, there were just some I guess some categories that are not as that I guess maybe they didn't consider as important. They just announced like kind of like super quickly, like off to the side. So
They don't get to
that
come up, give no speech, no nothing. Just don't even
yeah,
accept their award. I
I
think that's
know.
kind of lame, actually.
Yeah, I think that we should focus less on the because there was just a lot of moments in there like with unnecessary like the whole Miss Piggy thing. I'm like, why are we doing this? What does this have to do with anything? Like I feel like that time could have been used to like, you know, make sure that you're honoring the people that you're giving awards to properly instead of just like flying through it. You know what I mean?
I kind of get Miss Piggy at award shows, but a gaming
The
award
Game
show?
Awards? No, yeah, it seems very odd, like an odd choice. So yeah, they definitely could have utilized that time better, I think.
And less time of Jeff Keighley stroking his own ego. That guy made it about himself pretty much the whole night.
He did. He did. He did. Yeah. Just a couple of notes. I don't know who's producing the Game Awards. If y'all need a producer, let me know. This is what I do for work, guys. So hit
I
me up.
mean,
Anyway.
But besides Expedition 33 sweeping, I think there were a couple in there that got their award deservingly. A couple games that I'm happy got an award.
Yes. Um, okay, so I don't know if we should. Okay, I guess we'll just highlight really quickly because it was literally nearly a clean sweep. I think what is it like they didn't win 2 of the awards that they were nominated for out of the 12 they were nominated for. So overall, Expedition 33 took home 9 awards, a major sweep for the game, which I think was expected. Um, but it was just really fantastic to see as an Expedition 33 fan. Not so fantastic for fans of other games. That they were hoping, because like there were games that didn't take home like any awards, which I was kind of surprised by. Uh so it was an interesting year for sure. Basically, it's just the year that Expedition 33 came out. Like, it's not that your game wasn't good, it just came out the same year as Expedition 33. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like how everyone is viewing this year. So it was really just very interesting. Uh
Worth noting though, Expedition 33 did not win the fan award. So the
they
purely
didn't.
voted fan award went to Wuthering Waves. I personally never even heard of it. I'm not going to say it's good or bad. I just haven't heard of it myself. But
I
yeah, they
was
won
really
the fan vote.
I was really surprised because who were the other nominees besides Wuthering Waves for that hold on, let's see.
That was pretty interesting. That Wuthering Waves. I think Wuthering Waves is huge in Japan. It's one of those games that's similar to Genshin
I think
Impact. It's like
yeah.
it's like the
Is it
newest
a
version of that. A lot of
Okay,
people
yeah.
do
So
play it.
I just want to, so really quick, the other games nominated in Player's Voice were Expedition 33, Dispatch, Genshin Impact, Hollow Knight Silksong, Wuthering Waves, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Silent Hill. I thought that like Dispatch would have maybe won. Wuthering Waves was surprising because yeah, I think Wuthering Waves, I think it's actually really big in China. I feel like it's not that big here, so it was kind of crazy that it won.
And I
And
know the crowd seemed to be behind Dispatch. They expected Dispatch to get something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I thought that Dispatch would have won that for sure. Um, so it was a little surprising, a little out of left field, but yeah,
Might have been some rigging going on.
maybe. You think you think it's just the fans like review like just a gathering of fans just trying to make sure Expedition 33 haters didn't
No, I
win
think Expedition 33 did some rigging.
for the rest of the categories?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm about to say. So
No,
really
but
quickly,
so there was a comment that was made that was like super weird, kind of out of place. So Silk Song won something, and then the guy was like, "See, you guys did win something." I think that was very weird. I think that we should look into that. We should
who said
investigate
So
that.
that?
there was
Did I
Jeff
miss that?
Keighley. He
Jeff
did say
Keighley,
Oh, Jeff
that.
yeah,
Keighley,
And
yeah.
there were a couple awards where he was like, "Oh, there you go, you got your award," type of thing. I
But
think he
yeah,
did that. I feel like he did that to Battlefield 6 too, and then there was a PlayStation. Was there a PlayStation game that won? Maybe Last of Us Season 2 or something like he did it. There was a couple like where I felt like he was like, "Oh, so y'all are gonna get something. This is not just Expedition 33."
yeah.
And usually it was one of those side awards that you don't even get to come on stage for.
I feel like as a host, and if this is your show, and as a host of your show, I feel like you need to remain fairly neutral. And I think even making jokes like that is like kind of, yeah, it's kind of weird. So I
right.
agree with
'Cause
you.
it makes you think like, all right, who knows something that we don't know?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
And then there was one
I agree.
award in here that I think is like the biggest snub, and the way he went by it really fast, I feel like he even knew it was that one seemed rigged. I don't know if we're gonna go through every award. You
Which
want me to say it right now?
which one is it?
Best sports racing game went to Mario
Who?
Kart World, and I
Hold
feel
on.
like
Who are the
Sonic
other?
Racing should have got it.
Okay, okay. I haven't played either of those games. I've heard more people talk about Mario Kart World than Sonic Racing, so I don't know. To me, it makes sense just from like the internet, but like I haven't played either game, so I don't really know.
Yeah, he sped by that one real quick.
Did he? Any other upsets? Okay, so really quickly, just because I'm just gonna go through the things that Expedition 33 won because they won a majority of the big categories. And then you guys let me know if y'all thought it should have went to anybody else as I go through this. So Expedition 33, of course, won Game of the Year. They won Best Game Direction, Best Art Direction, Best Narrative, Best Score, Best Performance, Best Independent Game, Best Debut Indie Game, and Best RPG. Are there any one of these categories that you guys felt strongly that another game should have won instead?
Yeah, I think art direction definitely should have went to someone else.
Okay, who do you think it should have won to?
Not Expedition 33. I think,
I said on the last podcast that one should go to Ghost of Yote. I said that.
I
yeah,
don't know.
I think Silk Song, because I mean, it's
Really?
original art.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I thought the art direction in Expedition 33 was beautiful, so I'm not too upset about it. But you know, I can kind of also just see the other side of it too. Uh yeah. Was Ghost of Yote just like completely snubbed? James, were you hoping that Ghost of Yote won? Like what were you kind of hoping that they won, if anything? I don't know.
Um, I don't remember what it was nominated for.
It was
Maybe best RPG, probably.
yeah. They had 7 nominations.
Yeah, art direction I could have seen for sure. I want to say they were nominated for score, but even score, yeah, I don't know. I definitely think art direction should have went to something with a
Yeah.
more unique art style that, like, if we see something else similar to it, we can say, oh, this was clearly inspired by, like, Silk Song. I don't think we'll see
Yeah.
anything in the future say this art was inspired by Expedition 33 art. Like, I don't even
That's
know,
fair.
like, top of mind, what does Expedition 33 art look like?
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Expedition 33 is a game about art.
Yes,
Literally.
I mean,
It is.
of course it's about art, but, like, do
Art
they have an
direction,
art style?
visually.
Like,
Yeah.
or
Do they have a
maybe
very
art,
distinctive art style?
yeah,
It
maybe art
didn't have a
direction and
very
art style aren't the
distinctive
same.
art style.
No, it did have a distinctive art style, but like, I mean, it was the art was beautiful. I'm not who's that's not what he's saying. He's saying like, I don't like
Like, I
I
wouldn't
know
see
what you're
something
trying to
else
say,
and be
James.
like, yeah, I wouldn't think like, oh, they clearly were inspired by Expedition 33 with
Yeah.
how they configured this game, like, to
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Jaja looks like he disagrees. Hard disagree
Yeah,
for Jaja.
I mean, we could agree to disagree. I think the style of Expedition 33 was very unique and beautiful.
It was beautiful. Oh, absolutely. Listen,
And
nobody's happier for Expedition
compared to
33
like
than me.
Hollow Knight Silk Song, I mean, I get it. Him like there's art there too. I just think yeah, Expedition 33. I don't yeah.
I'm very happy. Okay. Call me a cultist, but I was very happy. I was in here super hyped for Expedition 33.
Tell your cultists to follow the pod. Yeah,
Yes.
Hades 2 was also nominated. So, like, those two art styles are, like, just more distinct to me than Expedition 33's art style.
I can see what you're saying. And yeah, I think I can agree with that,
I
honestly.
feel like I could
Maybe
find
art
more
style
games
and
that look
direction are
like
different.
those two games than I could find a game that looks like Expedition 33.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. I mean, it's fair. I can see both sides of this argument, to be honest with you. But they did win. Expedition 33 did win. They took it home. So, you know.
And they
That's
used
fine.
AI
Who used AI?
Expedition 33.
Did they
But we
really?
can,
Are you spreading rumors?
no, they
Stop
did
it.
in some of their animations.
Interesting that they won Best Score in Music, but then they didn't get Best Audio Design. That went to Battlefield 6.
Because those are like different things. Like a score is different from the audio design of the actual game. So I can see that. I guess I've never played Battlefield 6, so like I don't know. I have no feelings towards that one. Like whatever. What else? So really,
I mean,
I was just gonna point out some other games that won something. Unless if you still have something to say about it, I'm gonna get back to Expedition 33. But if you were about to say something else, you can go.
I was
You can
going
go
to do the
first.
same thing is highlight the games that I thought were cool that won one.
Yeah, best games for impact went to South of Midnight. So I was very happy about that. I will say again, the game community is very toxic because online everyone's like, "What did it impact? It hasn't cracked more than 11,000 players." Like that's not what games for impact mean, guys. Like games for impact doesn't mean like how many players it had concurrently. It's about like what the game and story, like what the messaging is, what it makes people feel. That's what games for impact is. When at least that's what my interpretation of it is, and I feel like it fits into that category. But people online are just racist and also
Well,
very toxic.
the official description for the category is for a thought provoking game with a pro social
Yeah.
meaning or message. So I mean,
Yeah.
who other than them?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm surprised they didn't even get nominated for best art direction.
Yeah, I know. And also best score. I thought they would have been in there. I thought they would have been in there too. So I do think they were snubbed in terms of nominations, but I'm glad that they at least were recognized for some things.
And we're able to
And
go up on stage and accept an award.
yeah. Yeah. Surprising. I don't know why I assumed this game was made by a Black person. So it was very surprising when I saw not a Black person go on stage to accept the award. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know if we might have had a discussion on this podcast because I did read an article. I don't know if I brought it on the podcast that the game developer, you know, were white and the main character was supposed to be a white girl.
Really?
And I forgot the exact reason, so I don't want to like put out misinformation, but I forgot the exact reason why they changed her to a black girl.
Oh, I don't know if this game would have hit the same
And if
at
you
all
notice,
if it
a
was a white
lot of the other
person.
characters were
Probably
white. The
wouldn't even
only
played
black
it.
people was the mom and the grandmom, and then the boyfriend. Like everybody else is white in the game. So there's a story behind there. I forgot what the exact details of it is.
Yeah, it definitely would have hit the same. It definitely would not have hit the same if the main character was white. James just said he wouldn't have even played it, so neither would I probably. It just would have been
I'm
like
not. I
another
was
game.
gonna say I'm super biased in this category. I just want South of Midnight to win just because I'm biased towards the game.
Yeah, it's a great, really fun game to play. Really short, quick, fun game. So, and the people that are like talking about like asking why it won that like have obviously never played it. They're just trolling. So anyway, they can go be mad somewhere else. Some other notable things. Hades 2 won Best Action Game, which I think a lot of people were happy about. Best Action Adventure Game, Hollow Knight Silksong took home that award.
I'm happy that No Man's Sky got Best Ongoing Game. It
Mm-hmm.
had some pretty stiff. That category had some pretty tough competition. Marvel Rivals. You had
Mm-hmm.
Helldivers 2, Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14. Like that's a pretty crazy category. All those games are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Best Family Game went to Donkey Kong. The only Donkey Kong award for the night. Best Family Game. And they kind of like breezed past it in the beginning in the pre-show. So, I don't know. Jaja, how do you feel about that? Because I know you really wanted Donkey Kong to take home more awards.
In a game where Expedition 33 swept, and rightfully so, I'm glad it got something.
Yeah.
Super happy
Yeah.
it got something because it's
Yeah.
an amazing game. It's absolutely that game is crazy.
But they just breezed. So that was like one of the categories that they just breezed through in the beginning, though. So I just feel like, I don't know. I agree. Like they should have just like highlighted all the awards equally. So that was
Yeah,
kind of
like
weird.
if we're celebrating games, let's celebrate the games and not
Yeah. Celebrate the
show a
games.
bunch of
Not all this side
trailers from
stuff
your
they always do.
industry buddies. It's just
Yeah.
trailers from his industry buddies.
Right. Actually, I was reading an article. It costs like $1 million to buy a trailer spot at the Game Awards or something like that. So pretty lofty for.
And it kind of, I don't want to be low conspiracy out, but it kind of felt like there was an agenda to highlight what this quote unquote indie game dev studio did. They brought out the whole studio and they each got up there and, accepted their parts of the award. It felt like they were trying to send a message to the gaming community about, you know, big games. I don't know.
Is that how you feel? I don't
A
know.
little bit.
I just felt like all of them went because they had 12 nominations. If I would bring the whole studio out too for that. Like,
Yeah, but like
it was
we're
historic.
saying, there was other games that won that could have been stage presented awards, and we would have got to
Oh,
see a
right.
little bit of variety
Yeah.
in the stage presentations.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. Um. Best multiplayer went to Arc Raiders. So Jaja, I know you're happy about that.
Super happy about that. It deserves it. That game is
Yeah.
super unique.
Yeah, and of course, like most anticipated game went to Grand Theft Auto. We all knew that was gonna happen. Big whoop. Uh, that was another one that they just like breezed through. Esports, that was another one that they breezed through. What else? Yeah, no, fine. Okay, so yeah, overall, congratulations to Expedition 33 for literally very nearly a clean sweep. It's a huge achievement. I like that all of them came dressed up in the French
Yeah, I
mime
got
outfit with
mine.
the baguettes.
Yeah, I'm also. If you're a Expedition 33 cultist, I too am a cultist.
If you had it read, man, you would have viral.
Subscribe to us on YouTube, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely put me in the mood to play the whole game again. Like that was
Me
really dope.
too.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah.
Especially with the announcement of new content, which a lot of people have already started playing. I do
Mhm.
definitely want to try to jump on that today if I have time
For sure.
or at some point.
Yeah. My cultist said that if I don't go to work and they fire me, they're just going to pay my salary. So I think you guys should talk to your local cult chapter leader and see if you can get that too.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna play it over it. Thank you, Jada. You definitely inspired me. I'm gonna do it again. Go on this journey again. I'm super excited. So one thing that I've been seeing online. So they took home the award for best independent game. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing this online, but a lot of people are mad about this because they think that Expedition 33 shouldn't be considered an indie game. One, just because of, I guess, so I think one is because of
Again,
the
what
financial.
side of the internet? Am I on the wrong side of the internet?
You must be. I've been seeing this a lot. Like, I've been seeing this a lot all over the place. Like even somebody commented on our TikTok. When I posted a TikTok about Expedition 33, like how like it's like how there are three big games, big three indie games like in the game of the year category. It's kind of like reshaping indie games. Even like people there's a guy in the comment that was like Expedition 33 is not an indie game, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, yes, it is. But yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. So and I was on a Reddit thread also, just like reading through, and like there was a big chunk of people that feel that way. I guess just because of the process, I guess, that Expedition 33 went through to get published. So they did have a lot of financial backing from Kepler Interactive, which is their publisher. And I think comparatively, they're comparing it to like really like grassroots, like out of the ground, like indie games who are like indie developers who are like in their basements making this game like with little to no financial support. So I think they're comparing it to that. And I think because they had a lot of financial backing, people are saying that they didn't go through the same struggles as like a true indie developer, so therefore it's not an indie game. So that's a lot of like what I've been seeing online. So I just wanted to talk about like to you guys like what makes an indie game to you? Like what do you guys consider an indie game? Since people have different opinions about this, clearly.
So I've been talking to a lot of indie game developers this week, actually. A lot of whom are down to come onto the show, by the way.
Oh my god, yes, set that up.
Yeah, but so there was a rumor going around that the budget for Expedition 33 was like $10 million. If that's the case, that is for sure not an independent game studio.
Okay.
Because yeah, a lot of the indie game creators that I've been talking to, I mean, their teams are like 4 or less people putting up money on their own. So if you're competing with a studio that has 10 million behind them, how are you
Yeah.
guys categorized as the same?
That was like one of the biggest arguments about it was the financial backing that they had. But so sorry, hold on. Let me just an indie game is like oh sorry, you go ahead. I don't know actually if you finish your thought. You can finish your thought.
No, I think that just the definition is a little bit too broad because I mean it just says a smaller studio without a large backing, pretty much. But there's no
Yeah.
like it's a gray area. So like when does a studio become large? If it's really 33 people working on this thing, like is 33 a large amount of people? Because I mean I worked for a small company and we had 5 people at the company, but we were like still a small company. But then
Mhm.
like if we get to let's say 101 people work at the company now, is it still a small company or are we now a larger company?
Yeah.
I think we got to
So
set some hard numbers. It's like, all right, if your budget is under this, if your studio headcount is under this, now you're independent.
yeah.
And of course, if you're
So
not backed by a major financial, thing.
right. Yeah. So, in this article that I read, and I think that this is a fair definition. So, at the highest level, there are games created by individuals or small teams who operate independently from major studios, both financially and creatively. This independence allows creators to experiment with unconventional narratives, aesthetics, and game mechanics, which often result in truly distinctive and memorable gaming experiences. So, while it is true that Sandfall Interactive did get large financial backing from Kepler, and I think CNC is another place where they got funding from, creatively, I will say that they still like in the if you look at like the creative side, they didn't have a lot. They were still operating on their own in that way. They didn't have the influence of a big studio. A Kepler Interactive is not sorry Kepler. Yeah, Kepler Interactive is a studio. They describe themselves as like a silent partner. Like they fund a lot of indie developers so that they can have room to like create their game, but they don't have a lot of creative input into the actual game. They are just providing the funding. So creatively, I still say that they fit into that category. Financially, I can see why people would think that it doesn't fall into an indie if they like really did receive like a $10 million influx of cash from their backers to make this, then I can see what people mean. But I still think that they worked to create this game independently of the influence of a large like studio, where it probably would have taken longer, or would this idea have even been like greenlit to be created if like they went through the traditional route of a studio. I don't know. I still consider it like I think it's like right on the cusp of indie because of those two things. I don't know. What do you think, Jaja?
I feel like I went on a whole diatribe about indie games like recently, but
Mhm.
I want to get rid of this term. Like I think it's outdated. Like it used to mean something, and it really doesn't anymore. A lot of these games, I consider Expedition 33 an independent game. This is 33 people, small studio. Yeah, they were financially backed, but they had. It seems like they have full creative control.
Yeah, that's what
And
yeah.
yeah, there were people they came from AAA studios, some of them, and like I think them just being able to implement their own ideas independent of like I just don't like the term doesn't mean anything to me today, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Like a lot of these games, like I said, are starting to look at high quality, even better than AAA games. And like the line is blurred on what makes an indie game indie anymore. Like, are we supposed to say only cheap games are indie? Like,
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say too. I think it's like there's like a spectrum of like independent games. Like, yeah, there are real independent games. Well, there are independent games that are like they have less backing and they're really like it's taking everything that they have to like really create this game and make it come to life like with no help. Like there's that end of the spectrum, but then there's different variations, you know what I mean? Like you said, Jaja, it does seem like they had a lot of creative control. They weren't working under a big studio. I feel like that still makes them independent games. Maybe they're on the higher spectrum of independent games. Like, on the more fortunate side, they had a lot of because of the financial backing, it was a lot easier for them to develop their game. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that they were not independent developers, creatively in a way. I just think that there's levels. I think there's levels to independent games.
I also think the term like there's kind of like a stigma on the term, and if like games considered indie kind of like are handicapped kind of in the game. Like
Hmm.
you don't take them seriously unless they're going viral.
Yeah,
And I don't know. It's a weird category now. I just don't like the term at all.
yeah. It is a weird. Yeah. I just think that there are levels to independent games. Like I don't know. I feel like there are different ways of sourcing money. So like what is the difference between like an actual company providing financial backing and like community funding? Like if you did a Kickstarter or like a GoFundMe, you know what I mean? Because that's a level of financial backing as well. So if a game did that, would they also not be considered independent games if they raise a lot of money through crowdfunding? What do you
I
guys
think
think?
if your fans help fund you, I think you're still considered independent because I mean you're independent of a large corporation. That's like a certain president had got a small loan of like 50 million from his family, and you're saying you're self-made. You're not self. Somebody gave you $50 million.
Okay, I can see that.
The average person doesn't have access to. Let me just give this person 10 mil to make their
Yeah,
game. I don't
yeah.
think that. I don't think that's a good way to go about it. So the same as like saying you're self-made and someone just uses their nepotism powers to like put you on, but you're like, oh, I'm
Hmm.
self-made. But like, no, your dad is best friends with the person that owns the company that funded you. Like, are we really
Yeah,
self-made or are we not? So yeah, I
yeah,
think it has to be you got it out the mud.
yeah.
And what about the case with Minecraft?
So this article that I put in here pointed out, like they talked about Minecraft specifically. It started as an indie game, but then, they were acquired by Microsoft. I feel like you can start as an indie game. Like Minecraft definitely was an indie game when it started, but I don't think it should be considered an indie game now because it's funded now by Microsoft and it was acquired for like $2 billion. So definitely not like maybe it started there, but I don't think it can be considered one now. It's
Yeah, I think
evolved.
at that point they just got bought out. Like someone
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, we like what you're doing. We're going to buy this thing."
Or a game like Fortnite. Who developed Fortnite?
I don't think Fortnite was an indie game. I think Fortnite was a regular studio back. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong.
But okay. But yeah.
But really quickly, Kepler Interactive is an indie publisher, so they fund indie games. So I don't know if that makes a difference at all. That's what they're there to do. They're there to fund indie developers so that they can release their games. So would we consider that like a big corporation? I don't know.
Fortnite is epic. So
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, it's like going on Shark Tank at that point because if you're going somewhere that specifically is used to prop up, small businesses, like you of course, I started my small business and then my, publishing backer believes in me. Now they want to push me a little bit harder. At that point, it's like, all right, we're under a partnership, basically, at this point.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
contracts signed of like, all right, we have legal obligation with the money that you gave us to do XYZ. Even though we're still independent of thought, we can do, what we want to do as a studio. They're backing us financially. I don't think that's an independent game story at that
Okay.
point.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
if
So do
that was
you
the case, Halo would be an indie game.
hmm. Okay, so James, then do you think that Expedition 33 should have won in this category, or do you think it should have went to somebody else?
Yeah, if the rumors of 10 mil backed is true, definitely not an independent game at that point.
Okay, so who do you think it should have won to?
Whoever's truly an independent game.
Okay, take the okay. But
Because
Jaja,
even by this point, like, is Team Cherry with Hollow Knight, like, are they independent? I mean, they're probably still independent. They just have money now because they made money from the game that they made before.
The
Yeah, I don't know.
thing, you see, yeah, it's hard, right? So I think Team Cherry is still an independent studio. But yeah, they have more funding because of the success of their first game. And also they're probably financially backed now too, right? But that's what I'm saying. It's like a slippery slope. It's like there are levels to
You
independent
know,
games.
I would rather us change the categories to, how we have AAA already. Just
Hmm.
where's the AA and A studios? Why do they have to be indie? Like if we're gonna separate it by budget, A, AA.
That's I like that.
Yeah.
That's to me.
I think it's got to be hard lines on what budget counts as what. Gives like a range of this to this. You're this single A or double A or this and
Yeah.
above triple A.
Yeah, it's true because like you said, James, if the $10 million backing is true, like you can do so much more with $10 million than these other indie studios that don't have that much money. You know what I mean? So you're obviously making you're like a far more high
But
quality game.
at the same time, how much more can you do with 33 people? Like, think about it. What are they spending? They're not spending the money on staff. They're
Hmm.
spending the money on their creativity. It
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean,
The
like at that point, if you
10
got
million
millions
budget
of, I mean, at that point, if you got millions of dollars, like you can quit your day job. Because a lot of these independent studios, like especially the ones I'm talking to, they like they're moonlighting. So after their day job, they go home. They get home 5 or 6 p.m. Now they're working on their game for no money at all. By the way, so
Yeah.
like if I'm getting paid to make this game, I could put a lot more of my heart and soul into it versus I have 4 or 5 hours a night to put some work in, and whatever time I can scrape together on the weekends also to put towards it versus for
Yeah.
40 hours a week, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I,
That's true
I,
too.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm a little split here. I think.
I am too. It's
Yeah.
just like the term. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's yeah.
Yeah, I think we just got to split it out by budget, like hard numbers, because yeah, it's tough
Yeah.
to say what is and what isn't an indie game.
I mean, I think it started as a true indie game, before they got their funding. You know what I mean? Somebody like somebody put online the original Reddit post that they put out when they were looking for voice actors for the game. You know what I mean? So I feel like they had very true indie roots. I don't know, like if it ended that way, just after all the support that it received to publish the game. Um, but
And
yeah,
I
I'm in the
mean,
middle.
like in closing, I would classify it as a AA game if I had to.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, the next game that they create certainly won't be an indie game. Like it's very clear.
Back
Uh,
to by the Game Awards now, and Jeff
yeah.
Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, yeah. But still, congrats to them. Like, if they hadn't won in this category, if they gave it to somebody else, like, I wouldn't have been mad. Like, they won Game of the Year. They won a bunch of other awards that I feel like were fairly deserved. But yeah, it was an interesting thing that was floating around the internet this week. So I don't know. If you guys think that Expedition 33 is a true indie game, let us know. If you think that it is kind of because of these things, if it's kind of moved out of the indie category, let us know too. We would love to hear your thoughts on that for sure. All right. Anything else about the Game Awards before we move on to some TV movie news?
Yeah, don't be sore winners.
Don't be sore winners. I agree. There are a lot of people that are mad, but don't be mad. This was the year of Expedition 30.
No, I'm talking to the Expedition 33 fans. I was watching a video completely unrelated to Game Awards, and then it's like Expedition 33 fans just flooded and like Expedition 33 sweep raw. It's like a meme now. So like it was just one of the games that was nominated. It was Dispatch. So it was just they're talking about Dispatch, not hey, Dispatch should have won awards. It's like literally Dispatch lore video. Expedition 33 fans are in there. Expedition 30 better. Expedition 33 sweep,
Okay, so we don't
stuff
have
like
to do
that. I'm
all
like,
that though. We
yeah,
don't have to do all that.
they
Like,
are turning into the barbs of gaming.
I don't like that. Don't lump me in there with them. Yeah, guys, it's like the game won. We don't need to like rub it into anyone's face like that. Like, just go about your day. Okay, go play the DLC and be happy.
I'm reading this article real quick. I'm just gonna quote what the article says. Sandfall Interactive has confirmed that the budget for Expedition 33 was below 10 million. It looks like it was like just below 10 million. But they're
Mm.
saying which is
8
ridiculous for the quality and value that the game provides. For context, games can easily cost hundreds of billions these days. So there's some context,
Yeah, yeah. But still, 10 million is you can still do a chunk with it. Maybe you can't do as much, but you can still do a lot. So yeah, I see what the argument is. But yeah, to James's point, the game won. That's it. Don't be just rubbing it in people. We don't have to be toxic about it. Don't be toxic gamers that everyone thinks you are. Anyway.
Gamers are toxic.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Don't be
Inherently.
the toxic gamers that people think you are. Just don't do that. Just don't do it.
We are one of the hardest customers to
No, no.
please.
Don't say we. Don't say we. I'm not. I am not a toxic person. Don't be toxic. I wouldn't say that you guys are toxic gamers either. Don't lump yourselves in with the toxic gamers of the world.
I relate to them. We're paying for this stuff.
Oh God. Okay. All right, but yes, another Game Awards in the books. Looking forward to seeing what next year holds in terms of games. But this was definitely a standout year for gaming, for sure. All right, let's move into some TV movie news. We got a couple trailers this week. Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2. We got a teaser trailer for that one. How are you guys feeling about Avatar? Excited?
I was already going to watch it.
Me
Yeah,
too.
they
It
already
looks
have my
great.
money. My
Yeah.
box minute.
It looks great. I don't like the first season is like a blissful memory off in the past. I have to rewatch it before season 2 comes out. But season 2 looks really good. Toph looks great. Like the visualization of her, like, you know, like how she senses things. That looked really cool. It looks visually really good. So, you know, this is an ambitious show for CGI. So I think it looks great. So I'm excited for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching it. I had a problem with the story pacing of season 1. I forgot exactly what it was, but there was something I didn't like about it. So hopefully I have to rewatch it, but I had a complaint about the pacing. So hopefully that's better. I don't remember.
Apparently, Aang is gonna be grown, be a
No,
couple inches taller.
Yes. So that's another thing people were talking about. Like, yeah, a lot of time has passed, and the actor that plays Aang looks significantly different.
He had a growth spurt.
Time has passed for sure. But, you know, this is Netflix's own fault because they take forever to come out with their seasons. But I heard that they filmed season 2 and 3 back to back. So we won't have to worry about that between season 2 and 3. So you just have to forget that he was a much younger child in season 1. Just put that out of your head completely. We also got a trailer for Supergirl, which is also coming out next year. I thought that the trailer looked really good. So I'm excited about this movie. What about you guys?
I was likely going to see it anyways,
Mhm.
but the trailer, I mean, it didn't persuade me. Not that it was bad. I was probably already going to see it anyways.
Yeah. It feels a lot of people in the comments are saying this, and I agree. It feels very Guardians of the Galaxy-esque, which I'm not surprised. It is a James Gunn movie. I feel like at this point you can distinctly tell James Gunn movies that they are James Gunn movies. So I got that vibe as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I didn't really have any expectations of it before the trailer, but it looks pretty good, so I'm excited to see it. Jaja, what about you?
I'm excited. I wanted to see how they were gonna frame this movie and the type of story they were gonna tell. I don't think we've really seen a super girl story told like this, so I'm
Yeah.
super excited for it. It looks unique and different. We get more crypto, so
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
And Jason Momoa is in this playing the villain, Lobo. So he is, you know, ousted as Aquaman into a different role. So, and he looks great in the
He's
trailer.
on a
So,
run right now.
yeah, he looks great in the trailer. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. And Jaja, I'll let you take this next one. I feel like you're excited.
Yes, so it has been confirmed by I don't know who, but apparently season 2 of The Penguin is in development
Yes,
per Bloomberg. That's what
I know you guys are excited about this because you guys both watched The Penguin, right?
Pink was so fired.
Wait, did
I
you
didn't.
not watch The Penguin?
No.
Blurred something.
Nani?
I choose bird consumption. Are you serious? And that show is absolutely amazing. Well,
I
I don't
know.
know. If you're not into
It's
gangster stuff, I could
no.
see.
It's not that I didn't want to watch it. I said I would. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Okay.
But if you're pulling, are you pulling official blurred consumption for this show on me? Because then, oh, okay, 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 you are.
Add
So
it to the
okay,
list.
I will watch it. I will watch it, guys. I'll move that up to the top of my list, and I'll get that out the way.
So I mean, people are waiting for Batman 2 to come out. So I don't know if you got a release date for that, but yeah, it's
We
supposed
have
to release October 1st, 2027. So we got a ways to go for that. So the show
Versus-
is probably not coming out before that movie.
no, because Batman is coming out apparently next year, which seems odd because we haven't seen anything about it. Is that true? That's what it says in this article.
There's a couple Batman things coming out soon. So We got the Batman movie part 2.
Part 1.
Going
Well,
into
yeah.
the
Oh, yes, part 2.
going into
They're
the
splitting
next
it.
topic, kind of.
Yeah.
So they announced Batman Nightfall Part 1,
Oh, this is animated. Oh, never mind.
2026.
Yeah, that's an animated movie that's coming out in
It's
2026.
the anime movie. Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
thought
it
that was
says Warner. Oh wait, no. Warner Bros. Animation, alongside DC Studios, is developing a multi-part adaptation of the iconic Batman Nightfall storyline, and part 1 is slated for 2026. So yeah, that is an animated movie.
Oh, okay. So that they're coming out with a lot of animated stuff for
Yeah,
Batman, at least in the next year, 2
yeah,
years. It
yeah.
looks like.
The Batman Part 2 is coming out in 2027 as well as season 2 of the Penguin. So there's some time for that.
Okay, so this all makes more sense. So I'm just gonna go through real quickly the stuff that's coming out for Batman
Mm-hmm.
coming up. So we went over Batman 2. We got Clayface coming out in September of 2026. Um, that is a live action.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We have The Brave and the Bold. We don't know when that's coming out. Is that live action or not? I'm not sure from this description, but we're gonna get Damon Wayne and yeah, he's gonna be paired with his son Robin Damon
Mm-hmm.
Wayne in that show. Then
Yep.
we're getting the dynamic duo June 30th, 2028. I'm super excited for this.
2028. It's crazy. Okay, sorry.
It's gonna be animated and it's gonna be following Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. So that should be fun. We got the Batman Cape Crusader season 2 coming out in 2026. This is like this is the Amazon Prime show that they have. That's like a throwback to the Batman series that used to come out, and I watched season 1 and it was really good.
A lot of animated stuff coming out. Yeah.
Harley Quinn's on season 6.
I can't believe that. I was just looking at that and I was like, I can't believe it's on season 6 already. I feel
They
like
have
it
a
just started.
spinoff show too. I forget what the
Yeah.
spinoff is called.
Kite Man. It's
Yeah, that's.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't really get into this show. I don't know if I finished the first season, but
It was good. I am not current at all with it either, but I was watching it in season 1 and it was pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, and then there's some games that they talk about coming out, but as far as shows,
Lots of DC stuff on the horizon for sure.
about they getting us warmed up for Batman. I guess they've been on Superman for a little while now.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. All right. Anything else in TV movie news before we move on to some anime news? No? All right, cool. We got a second trailer for Free End, which is coming out in a couple weeks, January 18th, I think. Super excited. If you have not seen Free End, definitely watch it. It's really good. It's a little slow in the beginning, season 1. And I see a lot of people when they talk about Free End say that they couldn't get into it. You really have to push past the first 6 episodes. It's really, really slow for a long amount of time, but then it really gets good after it. You get past that slow lump. But it is coming back, and I'm very excited for it to come back. So I will definitely be watching that.
And it's not many people because this is one of those super viral animes. Everyone's super excited for season 2. They're like the best anime is back for a second
Yeah.
season. So this anime has a really strong community behind it.
Yeah. Did it win? Did it win Anime of the Year last year? Or no? Am I crazy? In 2024?
Did.
It did?
No, Solo Leveling did.
Oh, Solo Leveling. Yeah. Okay. I forgot. But it was a nominee though, right? It definitely was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have that to look forward to. And then Sakamoto Days, we got a teaser for the live action, which I have no opinion about at all. But it looks okay. Does anyone else think so? No?
Yeah, I think I'd watch it. I mean, if it's coming on Netflix, got nothing to lose.
Yeah. I'll give it a little bit of my time and see what happens. Jaja, are you excited?
It looks better than the anime.
God, here we go. Jaja really has problems with the way the anime looks.
It looks better than how the anime did, so I gotta see how it compares to the manga now. But
Mm-hmm.
the Sakamoto Days is definitely high on my list of mangas to finish because the manga is really good. But I like the teaser trailer looks better than the anime to me.
You're making me not want to finish the anime. I've fallen off, but you're making me not want to return to it.
You should read the manga. Forget the anime. Read the manga.
Okay. Should I? All right. I'll add that to my reading list. Okay. Cool. Anything else before we wrap up for this week?
Yeah. Get your BlerdCon tickets. You may see a familiar face on a panel.
Ooh, James, you're gonna be on a panel at BlerdCon? I wasn't gonna go to BlerdCon this year. Now I feel like I have to go.
Hey, I didn't say that.
You did say it though. You said it just now.
A familiar face.
Familiar
Right,
to who?
BlerdCon.
Who was the face familiar to?
Just, you might recognize this person.
BlerdCon is in 82 days, 17 minutes, and 30 seconds. Just letting you guys know.
Now I feel like I might have to go to that. All right. Well, James, if you're gonna be on a panel, you said a familiar face. I hope you plug the podcast. Just saying. Yeah, you. Okay. All right. Well, if that is everything, thank you all for another week. Thank you all for joining us for another week. As always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerds Nerds, follow us on TikTok, BlerdsNerds_pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. If you are listening to us on audio on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or your podcast app of choice, please make sure that you just head over and give us a subscribe on our YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. If you're a creative color in the nerd space that wants to come on to talk about their work, we'd be happy to have you. And yeah, as always, thank you for your continued support. I'm Shannon.
James?
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.